Namaste and peace be with you all, and welcome to Not Church, Mysticism, No Doctrine, No Dogma. I'm Peter Panagore, ex-clergy, and I'll be here live next Sunday because today I am guest speaking at a summers-only place, a Wilson Chapel on Ocean Point in Boothbay Harbor, Maine, as I have done for many summers. I took Reverend off my name this year. I'm the only not titled Reverend speaking. People are asking, what does this mean? I'll try to record it and see how it turns out before showing it here. Please like and subscribe. Thanks. Getting to the point fairly quickly today as we unpack Matthew 5:14 to 16 through the lens of near-death experience in this not sermon, Your Beautiful Good. Let's begin with your original goodness. 3 breaths with me. I'm going to breathe into your third eye with your chant and hold up there, and then come down and release and drive your breath down in a control right to your root chakra and drive in there. And as you drive in there, you tighten those muscles, you pull those muscles together, and you focus your mind right in the center of those muscles, and you hold and then controlled release back up to your third eye with a driver of your mind, and hold and 3 times total. You'll hear my breath. Follow along. We'll see how this goes. Okay, here we go. Third eye. Driving down. Tightening muscles. If you felt that drive your prana or your chi to your hands or your roots, let me know, or anywhere else. Jesus sayings from Matthew 5:14 to 16. If you go to a Bible translator, you see all these interpretations. I am giving an interpretation here too. This interpretation comes from mysticism. You are the light of the world. A city built on a hill cannot be hidden. Neither do people light a lamp and put it under a bowl. Instead, they flick on the overhead light so everyone in the room can see. So let your light shine to humankind, that they may see your beautiful works and praise your original heavenly Creator, which is light. And so are you. You are the light of the world. Near-death experiencers talk about experiencing the light with a capital L during our death experiences. And afterwards, many of us experience the light with a capital L, universally existent in nature and all things, and with people. The light inside people. You've seen it yourself, maybe glimpsed it, maybe a sparkle of life, maybe felt as much as seen as a tingle in your heart, or maybe you've seen the light go out as a life ended. The light once seen is as obvious as seeing a city built on a hillside. After my first NDE, the light of the world was so plain to see through the cracks and spaces between everything that is a thing. Things. All cracked, all broken, all spaces. Light showing itself as plain to see as my own hand. Why do you think near-death experiencers make unusual life choices? What's the cause of that? The seeing the light inside of everything is the cause for me, because the light itself is the eternal nature. When you see the light, you see the eternal nature and your own nature. People don't light a candle and put it under a bowl, but I did. I got right lit up in my first NDE and promptly slapped a bowl over it, but slamming down so hard and the heat together crackled the bowl till it cracked and the light showed itself, as it always does, because every bowl is cracked, especially where suffering works its way in. When suffering works its way in, the bowl cracks, letting the light out so that you can see it for yourself inside yourself. I hid my fire, the inner fire. I hid the fire with a capital F the best I could with my bowl, even as I stoked its flame in my pursuit of the quietude. And why pursue the quietude? Because this is the place of access that I can will and propel myself forward and dig my own hole back to heaven, climb my own path, cut my own way through the jungle, up the mountainside. Inner silence opens the inner door. That's how it works. Jesus, he clicked on the overhead light, showing everybody, and suggested we do the same. That's what I'm suggesting now that I've come out. This little light of mine, give it a little shine. Let someone see, maybe not the world, but someone somewhere see your light and have their day changed because of that, and their life maybe, and yours too in response. Let it be seen. No need to speak of it to anyone. Actions speak louder than words. Your original blessing is beautiful goodness, as light from light. Lean into the middle of yourself and see for yourself. The light grows when shared. Kindness, good deeds, they are light embodied. If you have ever felt the chi, the prana, the kundalini energy, the Holy Spirit, the cosmic divine consciousness, the unspeakable energy of the cosmology of the cosmic universe, maybe you felt the feeling of warmth like a tingle of energy in your palms, in your third eye, in your heart chakra, in your belly, in your navel, somewhere from another person. Seen it in their eyes. Maybe it's come as a flash or a wave or lasts a while in the company of other mystically lit up people, like at the IANS conference. Then you have touched what Jesus calls praise and glory. The end of this passage in Matthew, so that you show your light before all the people that they may give glory and praise to God in heaven, it says in the traditional interpretations. This glory, this praise is the divine resonance itself. It rises up as gratefulness, as thanksgiving to the divine, and it's a shared experience. It can be the warmth when someone gives you a gift. It can be the warmth in your heart when the divine radiance is present because you're in the presence of others with the same radiance and you resonate. It's the participation in the goodness itself. That's the glory. That's the praise, is being in the beingness in community. Thanks for joining me here at this heterodox exploration. Heterodox against orthodoxy, but also including lots of orthodoxy, but excluding it as well. What do I mean by that? Oh, I guess I'll have to explain that another time. If Not Church helps you, feeds you, guides you, please subscribe and like. We are doing something that's daring here. Thanks for your financial support. Mystic Tea Salon will return next week. My apologies to Ken Gilligan, the crazy time in my life right now, and his Mystic Chai Salon. He usually sits in for me, but I just couldn't get my act together. Mea culpa. Thank you. Visit peterpanagore.love to give support or book a session with me. I'm open for counseling, spiritual and personal. Namaste, everybody. Peace and love. Thanks for joining me here. See you live soon.